Is who you know more important than what you know? Today's topic is social networking, and joining me today is Lorraine Rinker. She is Principal Careerist with Rinker and Associates, a coaching consulting practice helping others realize their career dreams and goals. She lives in El Dorado Hills, California with her husband Bob, and enjoys giving her time to children's advocacy, veterans in transition, and human rights programs. Lorraine, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
And this topic is very timely. There's a lot of folks talking about social networking and what that's all about. So today, Lorraine and I are going to talk about this thing called social networking and why it's important for your career or your business and how to do it. So Lorraine, let's start with the first question. What is social networking?
Yeah, social networking, it is one of the hottest topics around, and most of us, if we've been in job search mode or looking for clients as a business owner, we have heard time and time again that the best way to go get new business or that new prospective employer is through networking. So networking has been around for a long, long time. Now there's social networking, and what social networking brings to the whole equation is that personal touch. It used to be professional networking, go to an association, meet other professionals. Now social networking brings like-minded people together, and you're talking about personal interests as well. It's not just about the business. As a matter of fact, a lot of times it's not about the business at all.
Exactly. So it's like the personal dimension is becoming more important in business conversations.
Absolutely.
Understanding who you are as a person. And why is social networking important? You've hinted about this already, but share more of your thoughts about why should business owners watching the program or folks who are trying to market their career, if they're a single business, a single owner, if you will, why should they bother with social networking?
Right, absolutely, and it does stem from the original, why would you do networking in the first place?
Right.
But probably 5 to 6 years ago, HR experts across the nation would tell you that 75% of the jobs that are out there for people in career search or job search mode would be found through networking. Today, as recent as just a few months ago, those experts nationwide are saying the number is 90%.
Any thoughts, Lorraine, about that opening question I posed about who you know is more important than what you know? What's any perspective on that?
Yeah, you know, I have an engineering background, so I'm a very logical person, very top down. So I used to think that it was really great to be known for what you know, because then it's substance, it's based on your performance. But in reality, it's all about who you know.
Okay.
And that goes way, way back. This is not something new. This goes way back to probably the beginnings of everything we know about relationships. And in this town particularly, because we're a government town, we're a political town, we're the capital of California, it is all about who you know. Who you know is going to get you pretty far nowadays.
Exactly. So having a connection with people opens doors.
Absolutely.
Right.
Quicker.
And earlier.
Earlier and the right doors.
Right, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Let's go ahead and move now into some key tips, and let's start with personal brand. I've heard some stuff about personal brand vis-a-vis the marketing world, but what are your thoughts about personal brand?
Personal branding is really important today, and it's not something new again. A lot of these things you're seeing are resurgent from our past. Tom Peters came up with brand you more than 10 years ago, and that's personal branding. And it's much more important today because, again, the competition is fierce, more fierce than ever before, whether you're in a job search mode or you're looking for more clients. There is just a lot more competition out there. So again, it's a way of identifying yourself as a unique brand or a unique product. Who are you and what do you want to be known for?
Okay.
You know, what is the reputation or the tagline that you want to be associated with? That's what personal branding is today, I think.
So someone with a robust or rich brand, people have an image associated with that individual or that business.
Right.
Any sense of how folks can construct a brand or make it stand out more?
Right. Right. The best way to start, though, is to figure out what you want your brand to be.
Okay.
And that really does evolve from what do you want to be known for.
Okay.
But there's a two-prong approach. It's what do you want to be known for?
Okay.
Versus what are you currently known for?
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I think you really need to investigate both of those realms
Mm-hmm.
because your brand, your personal brand, evolves through your entire lifetime. Just because you choose one brand for yourself now to focus on doesn't mean it's the same brand that you're going to focus on as you move through, let's say, your career or you evolve your business.
Okay.
So it is an evolving thing. One of the best ways to find out about what your perceived or current brand is to ask people you trust.
Exactly.
It's to look at people that you trust within your inner circle, your friends and family to start,
Mm-hmm.
and ask, consider the point. What would they be saying about you when you're not in the room? Because that is how you're perceived, that is how they describe you to others, and that is how they see your personal brand.
So it seems to me, in order to do that you need to be ready for feedback.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't like what you hear, I would think that you're going to not listen
True.
to that. So it sounds like a prerequisite is to be prepared for hearing things that you don't want to hear or that are incongruent to what you think people are perceiving you as.
Absolutely.
So that's going to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
So be prepared for some discomfort maybe, and be ready to move through that if you really want to get the truth and find out how people are perceiving you. Let's talk about leveraging degrees of separation. What's that all about?
Well, the Kevin Bacon
Yeah,
thing,
I was
right?
just going to bring that up.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 degrees of separation. So most people understand how that works.
Explain the Kevin Bacon thing, because I'm not sure I completely understand it. I'm not sure our viewers do.
There, if you recall, I think it was quite some time ago. The thing was that everybody on this planet is somehow related to Kevin Bacon through knowing him through 6 people before you get to him.
Okay.
So that's the 6 degrees of separation, and that's just how it turned out to be the buzz phrase.
Okay.
And we've, a lot of us who do a lot of networking are really curious all the time about what is it really in terms of degrees in the area that we're, hanging out in. And so if you take the Sacramento metro region, it was really interesting to me. I've seen it over the years as I'm polling and asking people. I get this feedback is more consistently there are 2 or 3 degrees of separation within Sacramento region, metro region. So that's Sacramento City and its outside, its outskirts, foothills, and whatever. But if you look at Sacramento City itself, I keep getting numbers like 1 to 2 degrees of separation. That's how tight this town is. So you could call Sacramento the biggest little city around because it's a very close knit, has a lot of history. A lot of history that was built on relationships because, again, I think that's just a natural byproduct of being a political town.
Lorraine, I want to thank you so much for being on the show. And let me provide some contact information for Lorraine. Her website is www.rwcs.biz, and her email address is lorraine@rwcs.biz. And next week, we're going to be talking about the city's Small Business Administration, actually nationally and locally. And we'll be having Jim O'Neill, who's the district director for the Sacramento region's Small Business Administration. All kinds of rich resources and tools that are free for all you small business owners out there. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep up the good work.